What's going on, guys? My name is Wade with Tech Daily, and in this video, we're going to be checking out Amazon's updated Fire HD 8 tablets for 2020. These are an upgrade from last year's Fire HD 8 devices, of course. We get some refreshed specs, a bit of a redesign, and this time around, Amazon offers two versions of the HD 8 tablet, the standard model and a Fire HD 8 Plus model. The Plus version supports wireless Qi charging, among some other little extras, and with that, you can also pick up a new made for Amazon charging stand as well, which we'll also be going over in this video. If you're already familiar with Amazon's Fire tablets, then you likely know that the lineup also includes the Fire 7 and Fire HD 10 as well, and at least at the time of filming this video, those have not yet been updated for 2020 for whatever reason. So these are the newest and most up-to-date options available right now. With the changes and upgrades though, Amazon has still kept these tablets at an incredibly affordable price, and if you're looking for an inexpensive and easy to use tablet or media device for books, movies, videos, web browsing, and more, I think these tablets are pretty decent options. Though keep in mind that they are still a ways away from something like an iPad or even the other high-end Android tablets. With all that being said, let's go ahead and see what these new devices have to offer. I'll unbox them first so we can see what we get, and then of course we'll talk about all the differences and everything else you need to know. Now, the regular Fire HD 8 starts at $89.99 for the 32GB model. The Fire HD 8 Plus retails for $109.99, and if you want the wireless charging dock to go with that, it's going to cost an additional $30 for a grand total of $139.99. Fortunately, Amazon often discounts their tablets for Prime Day, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and other special occasions, so look out for those deals to snag them at a discount. And if you guys are interested in doing some comparison shopping of your own, or maybe want to buy one of these for yourself, I'll have them linked down below in the video description, of course, so check down there so you don't miss out. Let's start with the regular Fire HD 8, and you can see I got mine in white, but you can also get it in black, plum, and twilight blue. Inside the package, obviously we get the tablet itself, of course, and I'm going to put that aside for just a second so we can check out everything else that's included. Digging a little deeper here, you'll see that we get a couple instruction booklets for setting up the tablet, as well as a USB wall plug and USB-A to USB-C cable. And once again, here is the standard Fire HD 8 tablet. I'm actually glad I went with the white. I think this is a solid color combination for this device. And now let's actually jump over to the Plus model, because there's a couple things I want to mention with the unboxing experience. For the most part, everything here with the Plus version is actually going to be the same. The box and packaging and included paperwork are nearly identical. The tablet itself also looks the same as well, though you can see that this one is actually in a blackish bluish color combination that Amazon calls slate. And this is the only color option that the HD 8 Plus comes in, so keep that in mind. Also, one other thing to note, inside the box you'll see we get a USB wall plug and USB-A to USB-C cable, but the wall plug shipped with the Plus tablet is a larger, more powerful 9-watt wall plug versus a smaller 5-watt adapter with the standard version of this tablet. And that's the first big difference here. The Plus version ships with a bigger charger and can charge the tablet in 4 hours time versus 5 hours with the standard model and the smaller plug. Like I mentioned earlier, the Plus version can also charge wirelessly, and you have the option to buy a charging dock separately if you want to. This is the charging dock you'll see on the Amazon listing. It's a product that's made for Amazon, but not made by Amazon. It's not an actual Amazon product. It's from a company called Angrate, and like I said, this is at least a $30 additional purchase on top of the already slightly more expensive Plus model. Inside the package here, you get a couple different quick start guides once again to help you set things up, as well as the charging dock itself and the power adapter that's required for plugging it in. This unfortunately is a fairly large 12-volt AC power plug that goes into the wall, so wherever you set this up, keep in mind that you've got this chunky plug you need to find a spot for too. And here is the charging dock itself. I will go more in depth with it in just a minute, but you can see that there's really not a whole lot to it. So here are the new Fire HD 8 and Fire HD 8 Plus tablets, and right off the bat you can see that they are pretty much identical. identical. Unlike some other products, where having the Plus distinction might mean a bigger size, better build, or other noticeable physical attributes, the HD8 and HD8 Plus are essentially identical from top to bottom. In fact, aside from their color difference, the only way you can tell them apart is by looking at the model number around back. The Plus's model number ends in LL3, while the regular version is an LL4, but that's it. There's no other way to tell them apart. They are both 8-inch devices, of course. That's why they're called the Fire HD8, and if you maybe have last year's version or perhaps an older model, you might be able to tell that the design has changed just a little bit. We now get a full, more even border all around, slightly rounded corners, and an emphasis on landscape orientation, given the placement of the front-facing camera along the long side. Besides those design changes, the physical build of these devices is the same as in years past, and that means plastic everywhere you look. It's the same sort of cheaper feeling plastic housing all around that these tablets have had for years, so no premium materials, and you don't get anything better by going with a more expensive Plus version. Taking a look around at everything else, like I said, it's all going to be the same on both tablets. On one side, you've got your SD card slot for expandable storage up to 1 terabyte on both, which is great. On the other side, dual Dolby Atmos speakers for a pretty good out loud listening experience. And on one of the shorter sides, you'll see the volume and power buttons, a small microphone hole, a USB-C charging port, which is new this time around and really great to see, and the headphone jack as well. While the placement of the front camera has changed, like I mentioned, the hardware remains the same as last year, a pretty mediocre 2-megapixel shooter for selfies and video chats. And around back, again, the same camera hardware, just a 2-megapixel shooter. While I understand that picture taking may not necessarily be the focus of the Fire tablets, having these camera setups, especially in 2020, and especially given people's need to video chat, is just not a great move, and I'm surprised Amazon still hasn't upgraded the camera setups. The 8-inch screens on these tablets are displays that come in at a resolution of 1280 by 800, packing in 189 pixels per inch. They are the exact same screens on both devices, and unfortunately nothing here has been upgraded from last year. Amazon's Fire tablets offer an okay viewing experience, but they're still a little dim with quite a bit of glare. Fortunately, if you're just sitting at home reading an ebook, browsing the web, or watching YouTube, it's not really a huge deal. And for the price, you definitely need to keep your expectations in check. Yes, the smartphone in your pocket likely has a better screen than these tablets, but if you're just looking for an inexpensive, bigger casual media consumption device, this is exactly what you're getting. The difference between these two tablets mainly has to do with a few of the internal specs. First off, like I mentioned already, the Plus model does support faster wired charging, as well as wireless Qi charging. In addition to that, the Plus model also has 3 gigabytes of RAM, while the standard model has 2 gigabytes of RAM, so it should be a little faster. And that's actually it. There's no other differences, surprisingly. So at the end of the day, you sort of have to decide if faster charging, wireless charging, and more RAM are all worth the extra money. Both tablets pack the same quad-core 2.0 GHz processor and ship with Amazon's Fire OS. Nothing is really new here. It's basically the same user experience we've had for a while. And yes, you are completely engulfed and in a lot of ways sort of trapped in Amazon's ecosystem with their own app store and everything else. And if you know Amazon's tablets, you know what the deal is with all that, but just know that nothing has changed here. When it comes to a side-by-side speed test with the standard versus the Plus and 2 gigabytes of RAM versus 3, I think you're going to notice a difference for sure in app launches, load times, and general UI navigating. But the difference in my opinion is minimal at best. You might get a fraction of a second, maybe a full second in some instances in faster speeds with the Plus version, but that's not always the case, and actually from time to time they're either identical or the standard version gets the jump on the Plus for whatever reason. When you start to load up more and more apps and launch more graphics heavy stuff, the difference is more noticeable, and the Plus model can tend to keep up better, which is expected, but to be honest, the RAM difference I don't think is really worth the extra money. It's the same processor after all in both tablets, and going from 2 gigs of RAM to 3 isn't really that big of a jump. And all in all, I just have a hard time justifying the price difference here if this is sort of all we get. So finally, let's just quickly talk about this extra charging dock that you can buy with the Fire HD8 Plus. Now, the dock itself is kind of nice. It's covered in a textured fabric material to keep the tablet from getting scratched, but the whole dock is a lightweight plastic. Around back, you can see the cable channel cutout, and across the bottom of the front, the dock has an LED indicator to let you know when it's plugged in and charging the tablet, and it also has sort of a cradle cutout that's perfectly formed for the tablet, and it'll fit either landscape or portrait. So when you have the dock set up and the tablet charging either in landscape or portrait, it's not going to matter which way it's set up, and it's going to sit right in place so you don't have to worry about it sliding off. I think the biggest downside to this dock is the fact that it's not adjustable or collapsible at all. It's just one single solid piece, so the angle is set and you can't like fold it up and take it with you anywhere. The lack of any adjustments whatsoever or any sort of customizability is a big downside in my opinion with this product, and while I'm griping about it, I don't really like the AC power plug either. Fortunately, it does what it's supposed to do, namely charge the Fire HD8 Plus, obviously, and when the tablet is being charged, you can have it go into show mode, and this is sort of going to mimic the Amazon Echo Show. The tablet will run through some different wallpapers, helpful hints, and other information you can set up if you like, and if you call out Amazon's Alexa, you can have the tablet do whatever it is you want to do. You don't have to have it in show mode, you can disable it and just flip through the tablet and play your favorite shows or browse the web, whatever you want to do. So it's up to you how you want to use it, but at least you do have that option. And by the way, like I said already, the charging dock isn't an Amazon product. It's made by a third party, and while it's technically for the Fire HD8 Plus, it is just a regular Qi charger, so you can also use it to charge up like a smartphone, for example. But the charging dock itself has just one charging coil spot right in the middle, so you can't like charge multiple things at once, even though the dock is so big. It's just one charger for one product at a time. So there you go, that's pretty much everything you need to know about Amazon's newest Fire HD8 and Fire HD8 Plus tablets. To be totally honest, I don't really think jumping up to the Plus model is worth it. I feel like Amazon just should have offered the Plus model alone at the cheaper price and called it a day. I don't find the charging upgrades and slight RAM boost to be all that worthwhile, and those features should have just been standard in my opinion. But what do you guys think? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below, of course. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Be sure to follow Tech Daily on Twitter and subscribe to the Tech Daily YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later.